track. Bounty hunter. Dark Seer.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the BTS series SEA Cup number 1 of 6 over the next year. So we've got a lot more Southeast Asian Dota come your way, and it continues right now as Fnatic looks to take on TNC. They lead the best of 3, 1-0. With that, I'm LD, and I actually do have Winter, but I got to get him on the line here. So let me go give him a little ring. Hopefully he'll pick up. But yeah, in the meanwhile, for those of you who are just now joining us, Fnatic being very solid. I think the biggest thing that stands out for me is, well, two things really. A, Chrissy has been on fire in the off lane, and oh, hey Winter, welcome in. And B, the other thing with Fnatic is Net in Ohio, really just the warding game has just been so strong for them as of late. Hey Winter, how's it going?
Sorry.
Yeah, man, what the hell? You just like had a hot date or something? You know, better things to do than hang out with your buddy?
I said it was the traffic, you know.
Well, you could have left earlier to anticipate the traffic. That's what a responsible person would do.
Yes, I'm irresponsible. Can we move on?
That's all I wanted. All right, now you're good. I just wanted you to admit it. There you go. All right, so let's see here. Pick number 4, or ban number 4 for Fnatic. Lena's still in the pool, and again, just not a priority pick or ban for a lot of these teams. Still slipping through. I'm always amazed, Winter.
The first game, it was picked in the second phase.
Yes, and it slips through 2 ban phases and 1 pick phase, which even then is kind of unusual.
This game is understandable. I think the bans of Fnatic are understandable this time around, because they don't want to give Gyro, Darkseer, plus Naga or with the Wyvern. They don't want to give TNC a very strong combo, so you ban those 2 heroes. So I think you rather ban that if you know the opponent can play the combination well, rather than banning the Lina out.
Basil will be the pickup here for TNC, so they still respect the Naga here, Winter, as they will ban it out. Even though TNC, like, there was that one fight at the end where it kind of looked bad, the song goes off, Flesh Stun isn't quite timed right, but I still think they really play well around the hero overall, and it is one of their stronger picks, so I still like the ban from Fnatic.
I mean, they were actually screwed, right, at that point. They are not going to land the split off because they were BKBs on the target, so it was kind of all in.
It really was. Oh, they just had such a bad laning stage. Everyone struggled, and an unfortunate first blood. Ancients were blocked, just nothing going their way. And well, of course, with this Storm ban here, it does allow the anti-mage there. He got banned second phase last time around. Be pick number 4 for TNC. See the black anti-mage, his favorites. What do you do?
Very typical draft for Lashrock. Lashrock bounty. Lashrock with Earthshaker. When you draft Lashrock as a core, you always want a defensive support to bail him out. So you have Earthshaker, then they have a roaming support. Actually, it might not be a support Earthshaker. I just realized it's a bounty, so it might be off lane. Then bounty will be roaming. Anti-mage will be babysitted by one more support in the lane. That's what is more likely to happen. But it's just a very typical Lashrock for defensive hero. And the extra core when everyone is focusing on all their resources, shutting down the Lash, the anti-mage will have free farm.
It also kind of protects the Leshrac pick a bit as well. That's something Fnatic pretty much always run as a core. We've seen Wuxi on it every time.
If the opponent wants to pick anti-mage here, they have to run like Gyro mid. And that's...
Yeah. We know we've seen Ake support Gyro yesterday. We've seen the aggressive tri-lane Gyros here and there, but... Yeah, still, generally it is in the safe lane. I don't think the support gyro worked.
Yeah, they need lockdown for AM now, TNC, because they have Dazzle, right? Dazzle, as one of their supports, provides nothing in terms of control.
Templar Assassin.
TA. So they stick with what they got in game number 1. This TA Darkseer duo.
TA is very good against anti-mage, I think, because AM doesn't do very well against TA early. TA is able to, because you dish out so much physical damage, right? And AM doesn't really get any items to deal with until later. So
it seems like TA wins the matchup in terms of like who can kill whom until anti-mage gets the Basher / Abyssal Blade.
Anti-mage starts to have a chance when he completes the Manta.
Yeah, he definitely has a chance at that point.
Yeah, Manta, B Fury, and the Blats.
That TA jumps on you before you Manta though, you're down like half your health already and you are running the hell away.
Let's see. So Nat is going to play Bounty Hunter. Or maybe Chrissy will play Bounty Hunter. There's like 2 ways they can do this. They can do Chrissy Bounty Hunter or they can do Chrissy Earthshaker. But I think they will do Chrissy Earthshaker and Nat Bounty Hunter. Then they will pick another lane support for anti-mage. Let's see what's good here. They bet Night Stalker. Night Stalker is good versus anti-mage. That I can agree to.
I like him versus Bounty Hunter actually as well, just because it's kind of like Spirit Breaker.
No, I think it's actually the other way around, you know, because when Night Stalker has super vision, you track the Night Stalker, you get the Night Stalker vision. Bounty Hunter actually counters Night Stalker, dude.
No, but he's just like Spirit Breaker. He's so good at killing and hunting the Bounty Hunter in general.
But it's different though, because Spirit Breaker you charge and when he tracks you, he doesn't get the super vision, you know. But when he tracks Night Stalker, he gets the super vision.
Well, then you just don't get an eggs then.
What? Then what do you get as a support Night Stalker, dude?
You get like an urn. What's the
then what's your next
solar
item?
crest? You got a solar crest for your team. There's other good items.
Okay.
BKB.
Whatever, dude. So let's see what Fnatic's gonna pick as their support. They have the Rubik plush. Rubik is like a very common one. Not many good spells to steal, but just a good disable for good lane support in general. Or they will want to go for maybe CM feels a bit tempting though because their heroes use mana a lot. Lash and the Earthshaker.
Fnatic with the 5th pick here. They're pretty melee heavy. No, 3 melee heroes.
They need a support that can kill Refraction maybe. So far they have only Edict. Maybe Edict alone is enough.
What's left?
No clear good options here.
Yeah, I mean, Mushi ran Veno the other day. Did not work, as I recall.
I think they might actually pick Shaman though. Shaman or Rubik.
Disruptor.
Oh yeah, there's this guy as well. I keep forgetting about this guy because I don't see this guy too much.
Yeah, he's pretty annoying though.
Because I was thinking in the sense that which type of supports will actually deal with the Darkseer, because as a Darkseer I don't really like to deal with Rubik or Shadow Shaman sometimes because there's a lot of disable, you can't really get away from them. Rubik is actually depends on the situation, but Disruptor you definitely can't get away from him if you are in trouble because of the range of the glimpse. Most of the time you can't escape from them. You have to, you know, when you get caught against Disruptor, you just need to Iron Shell the creeps and Iron Shell yourself and just go back in to fight. So
Bloodseeker the last choice here.
They went for really greedy pickup because I said they need some disable for anti-mage, right? Bloodseeker is actually good disable.
What is this here? Who's the second support?
Isn't Noji the greedy support? Noji.
Is it just a straight jungle Bloodseeker thing?
Yeah, I think it's a jungle, jungle Bloodseeker.
Versus a bounty hunter, huh?
Yeah, it's not a good idea against bounty hunter though. If they do dual lanes, it'll be Bloodseeker and Darkseer. That doesn't sound too scary, but it actually might actually work. I'm not sure how effective it is, but if you Iron Shell, double Iron Shell, actually might work. The more I think about it, the 2 melee heroes in the lane against the AM.
Rupture's own anti-mage through the first 20 minutes or so, at least. But like you say, it does feel a bit greedy, and it is AU 2000 on it, so it is a support / jungle Bloodseeker.
It's actually, you know, it's actually more likely to be off lane with the Darkseer though. I think, because the Bounty Hunter might be too annoying for the Bloodseeker. Because Bloodseeker is very vulnerable in the first few levels. You actually get really low when you're jungling, so Bounty Hunter might be able to kill you. Once you get like maybe I think at level 4, starting from level 3 or level 4, when you have 2 points in the blood. So I think you get the blood. Yeah, 2 points in the blood rage, then you'll be fine jungling. But before that, you might actually get low enough for the bounty to kill you.
All right, once again, Fnatic Winter. It's just the TP level 1 warding shenanigans. Every game, they always do this. It's on different locations, but it's always the same exact play every single game.
Yeah, why is no one getting sentry and just they ward the same place?
They ward
like
here. They ward the ancients in this tree. We've seen it like 4 times now or something. The net will sometimes go to the enemy jungle as well, depending on the heroes. So it's starting to feel a little predictable, and that's where you wonder, like, does Fnatic have other plans if this gets scouted out by their opposition? I guess we'll have to see. For now, they're getting away with it. So introducing the teams: TNC on the Dire side, Noji the Gyro, X Lucky the Dazzle, S your Darkseer, Raven the TA, and AU2000 the Jungle Bloodseeker potentially. On the side of Fnatic, Mushi the Leshrac, Net your Bounty Hunter Extraordinaire, Ohio will be the Disruptor, and Chrissy on the Shaker. He has been magnificent so far in the offlane. Leaves black on his signature anti-mage.
He's your like best performer in the BTS
Look at this,
series.
Noji just running at 3 heroes. Doesn't even give a hoot. Still, they're going to look to fight this, though. The Fissure's cooling down. No mana right now, Chrissy. Stun will come out. It's a double bounty snag as Net will grab the top. Black gets the uncontested bottom rune, so already things off to a good start here for Fnatic.
Damn, the bounty hunter gets the bounty rune. That's not everyday thing, you know.
That's some next level shit right there.
So let's see. So they're actually indeed going to run the Bloodseeker plus Darkseer lane. AM is so far at the moment alone against that. He's gonna be calling for help now since the ward scouted both of them.
Ah, this is an interesting duel lane. Very annoying for anti-mage.
Yeah, and if Bloodseeker is able to... Wait, he's not taking last hits. He's actually letting the Darkseer take it.
Fissure comes out, blocking X Lucky a bit. Does have the Tango, but he's not actually using it right away. Runs through. He's still not able to make his way out. This is going to be an incredibly unexpected first blood. And again, it is Chrissy, the playmaker for Fnatic, getting the job done.
That was a very, very well placed fissure.
He even forced out the Tango because he thought he could Tango through, but in fact he was unable to.
So they're actually ditching the AM, yeah? Because they probably think that even with the Disruptor here, Disruptor is not going to offer too much to help the AM.
I mean, Bloodseeker, they're just so tanky, and they have the sustain of the Thirst, so I think it would be tough, even with the dueler.
Yeah, Bloodseeker can actually own AM in the lane 1v1 as well.
He just right-clicks you, and you get sad.
I actually think the role should be swapped. You know what they're doing now? Darkseer's in the lane. I actually think Bloodseeker should be in the lane, and Darkseer jungling. Because Darkseer will actually have a tougher time against AM compared to Bloodseeker.
Things with the Bloodseeker, like, you don't really need your mana at this stage of the game. You can just auto-attack him with the Blood Rage.
You actually rather have no mana.
Exactly.
Honestly. Because then he can't deal damage to you.
I guess that's where it just comes down to the players' like comfort with their roles, and hey, it generally is more of that utility support hero, not normally getting much farm priority.
This AM is actually having a good time now. The Bloodseeker on. Maybe they want to jungle the Bloodseeker till level 3, then swap. I'm not sure what's the plan here though. Maybe that's the plan. Jungle Bloodseeker.
Well, it's kind of like the Darkseer's jungling because he's using the Ion Shell to farm, but
yeah, it's weird. That's why I feel, why are they doing it this way when they can just swap around, you know? Put the Darkseer in the jungle and the Seeker on the lane. But anyway, still getting the job done. Bloodseeker is still getting a lot of levels. But at the same time, anti-mage is getting a lot of farm as well. So Shaker is not getting too much CS, but they got the first blood. And so far he has a Soul Ring, looking to build into the Tranquils after this.
they still continue to jungle the Bloodseeker, just giving him a fresh Ion Shell here and there, and Net has found a target to latch onto, Winter, and just start stealing experience.
Are you seeing this? Just look at the CS of the TA, dude.
Raven is having a rough time. Is this should TA be losing this hard this early to Lesh?
I don't think so. I don't think you lose that hard though. Did the bounty hunter
He
do
came
any-
mid, he
at the
ate the enemy sentry, and he hit her a few
maybe
times,
the bounty
yeah.
hunter did. Yeah, I think the bounty hunter probably did a lot of work just now because I was paying a lot of attention in the bottom lane, seeing how TNC actually runs its dual lane.
Well, now they are properly dual laning. Well, Black has already gotten 15 CS, just that moment of hesitation making things a lot easier for him.
Yeah, but now both of the Darkseer and the Bloodseeker are both level 4. They're actually extremely high level. If you look at the levels between the heroes, Bounty is 2, almost 3. Disruptor is level 2. Shaker is level 4.5. So TNC has much more experience across their heroes.
Well, the overall graph says it's basically even, but I guess they've just hit the new levels a bit sooner. Net, yeah, cracks level 3 there. With the Orb of Venom and boots up, so he'll be stalking AU2000 through the jungle here. I'm just keep on seeing Black. Full HP, still has tangos and a salve. Basically has the money for the rate of health here.
This is really weird though. I think the Bloodseeker should just stay in the lane. He shouldn't jungle. He should stay in the lane because once he's in the lane, right, the anti-mage can't really free farm. Whereas if Darkseer is the only one in the lane, then the anti-mage will be able to free farm. So they just keep pushing the lane and they just want to go jungle. That's probably the idea behind this. They push the lane out, then he goes jungle. Then he finishes the jungle camp, he comes back to the lane. He just wants to maximize experience.
The thing is that Net's just stalking him, so he's not really maximizing it, unfortunately.
I don't know how much is this actually worth because the AM is getting... The AM is not supposed to get so much.
He's more farmed than the enemy gyrocopter. He's up in CS, and Noji's got a dual lane versus the Earthshaker.
He's dead. The boss is dead. Soon.
Making some harass here from Net. Can he get any heals? Out comes the silence. Not gonna matter. Does connect on 2-3 heroes. Now Black rotating in. Glimpse back. They have the Mana Void. See ya! 2 quick kills.
I knew he was gonna cast. Thank you.
That's...
It's just a very typical anti-mage Mana Void, right? Early game, there's a free kill, and you just take the kill from a team.
Well, what's the play now, Winter? Do you... Ohio's saying it's not Ancients. We're going to be warding these very soon. Fnatic, they've just been so disciplined about the economic aspects of the game.
Warding is, I think at this phase of the team, I feel like warding is like their best.
And I think especially relative to other teams in SEA, where it's not always a strength.
It's not even... If you compare to the SEA teams, right? If you compare even to some of the Western teams, the stronger Western teams, their warding is still much more exceptional than that.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, solo kill for Chrissy. Okay, they got a problem. Offlane Shaker solo killing the gyro. Just walks in and dunks him.
It goes for it. Yeah. That's like a typical thing.
And they have Pulse Nova now. Raven, just no match for this Ledstrike. Tries to run, but he immolates anyway. And while that was happening, the Dire Courier ends up getting sniped. I think Net was the one to pick it off elsewhere. It had a chainmail coming out too. From bad to worse here for TNC. They are getting schooled really hard right now.
Man, this is for... Yeah, it's for the... Actually for the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker is building into a blade now.
Will be delayed a little bit here as they rotate Net into the lane as well. He starts to get a bit aggressive here on the Bloodseeker. Trying for the silence. Not going to connect on Black, though. Maybe Fnatic looking to make their move. Out comes the pings. They feel like while that silence is down, that's the time to get aggressive. Hey, you. Oh. Again, the kills? What is going on here? Didn't even have Echo this time. Did you see what happened?
No, but the gyro was trying to kill the Shaker.
I guess so. I mean, jeez. Sorry, guys. I guess that's my bad, but...
Yeah, but it's not something that happens...
Especially when Echo's on cooldown. Like, when he has Echo, okay, that's one thing, but... Jeez. That's just... that can't happen. That really cannot happen.
They need to pay this guy 3 months' salary in advance.
Yeah, Chrissy was the player that I think a lot of like casual fans had questions about. You know, he's lesser known than the other four.
He's actually really good.
But he's been for me, the standout player overall so far.
And he had like big shoes to fill in, you know, in the offlane for this team. Because you have to justify being a better offlaner than Ohio. That's not easy.
I'm liking the role setup more. I feel like Ohio just he can be a very selfless guy anyway, so like he's got that same mentality that works for support or for offlane.
No, the most important, I think the most important thing, and which is so key in this role change is, you know, the synergy. You know, when they were playing with Johnny plus Kerchik as their support duo, you don't see this synergy between the two supports. This is like very good quality of a support duo, what they are doing in a game. In every game actually, not in a game.
They are now stacking Ancient, so at least they want to, but actually the ward did get dropped down again. So they've only got the double stack here as they make a move on the mid lane. Maybe Raven gonna get glimpsed back. Yes, he will. Into the kinetic field elsewhere. In trouble is the anti-mage potentially trying to Raven melting to the Pulse Nova. Does not have a fraction for 2 seconds. 1 second. Barely gonna get it off. And yeah, Black is just fine. They bring 3 heroes in, but they just kind of watch him farm. Full HP.
They need him to have Rupture. They need the Bloodseeker to have Rupture for this kill to happen. And it's 9 minutes in and he still is not level 6.
Fnatic gonna smoke. Mushi, Ohio moving in together. They may get revealed in an awkward location here, down on the low ground. AU still not level 6. He's close. He's really close, but he's not quite there.
Oh, Glimpse. They're not getting up.
AU, not versus the Glimpse. Right back into Mushi's waiting arm, where he begins to melt him down with the Pulse Nova. Finds another kill. The last hit to net. Getting dangerously close to that level 6 on the track.
Let's see if Ned actually rewards this. This is one of his favorite spots, this one. Placed by the Dazzle. Okay, he didn't find it.
Yeah. Well, Dazzle's just kind of not really happy about his position right now. Spends his gold on a TP.
Not really happy about his position, more like nervous about his position.
I mean, aren't those the same thing?
Okay, he's
yeah,
good.
no, maybe not. They ping him and then he runs the other way. He may not even make it out of here. Let's see. Net's gonna look to cut him off. He'll just if he runs back in the river. No, Net wasn't expecting that. right when he walks up the ramp. Bit of a mistiming. He'll just let him walk away.
Oh wait, he's
Mercy.
not level 6. I thought he had track. He's level 5.
So yeah, Shaker has a Blink Dagger, by the way. 11-minute blink for Kritzy here. Noji is likely to... Noji is not going to be happy.
He has his ulti. He doesn't want to show the dagger yet. Maybe he's going to show it now. Okay, he's going to buy and TP maybe.
Nah, he's not wanting to just yet.
Yeah, he's going to buy and TP bottom.
Could be a great turnaround if they dive onto Black. He's getting away with murder here. Like they're basically triolating this lane, and he's still free farming. Can't punish the anti-mage.
He really doesn't want to show his blink. Yeah, he goes into the shop and he comes back out without buying anything again.
Yeah, he wants to push this lane in a bit further. Now might be the time to strike. Still not going on the anti-mage though. TNC just really unable to find the openings here to make a jump, and now the Blake is picked up. He will TP towards the bottom lane behind the tower. Bloodseeker getting the silence out. DJ throwing the fissure. Only connects to one. The Echo Slave what did come out before, but wasn't the biggest amount of damage. Mushi quickly dropping to the AoE nukes. Not your ideal initiation from Chrissy, and he will end up going down. 2 heroes will fall. Black just says, screw it, man. I'm out. And blinks into the jungle to start farming.
His blink got cancelled by something. I didn't notice what actually cancelled it.
Well, the Bloodseeker threw out a silence. Maybe it was a flat cannon shot.
Probably a flat cannon shot or he just made a mistake. Because the silence was... He just casted the silence when
yeah, it hadn't gone off yet.
It was definitely... Yeah, it was definitely not the silence. It was either a flat cannon shot or he just made a mistake. Maybe it was an iron shell, but I don't think he was near anything.
I'm not. It seemed like he didn't necessarily want to blink in though. Like he kind of waited and then just threw a fissure.
No, he definitely wanted to blink in.
Black. Either way, it doesn't work out. Black gonna push in mid now.
Oh yeah, because he dropped fissure first,
he fissured
right?
first.
He wanted to fissure and then blink echo. Then when after he cast fissure, the silence probably already popped.
Yeah, and then he realized it, so he's like, I'm gonna fissure, and then he just ran in and echoed and died. But big fight for TNC. They get on the board, and just net things. Well, really just Fnatic things again. But the constant warding of neutrals, it's just...
It's not Fnatic things, it's net
Well,
things.
no, Ohio was doing the same thing in the previous game. So I'm going to call it Fnatic things now. They love these cheeky wards.
You know what they call
What?
him? Remember I told you they call him the camper.
The camper.
The camper.
He's the guy with an
wards all the
AWP
time.
sitting in the spawn.
I don't think he has the AWP, but he probably has something.
Oh, they might find Mushi, or has the Glimmer Cape though, and just starts to go to work, turns it, forces them out, doesn't have the TP. But he's too healthy. They're going to bring in even more reinforcements. Mushi finding the stun follow-up. Rupture will wear off now, and he worms his way into the trees. Has the Glimmer cooling down soon. They even going to go for him. They know his TP's on cooldown, so in theory they really should be, but they don't have the Thirst Vision. He stuns, trying to make his way in deeper.
Oh,
Blew all his mana.
I think
They know he's
they're
here,
gonna
but
find
they're
him,
really
though.
taking their time to get down. And now they back him. Mushi, Glimmer Cape ready again. Track coming out. He does go for the lightning, the offensive spellcast there. Now doesn't have the mana for the Glimmer Cape, and will it going down. Man, that really took a while, and they do get a bounty hunter kill out of it. Still a 1-for-1, and this is with 4 heroes rotating. Black pushing in the mid lane. Fnatic just pushing top.
This is okay. They traded a track kill. That was a track kill, so they are fine with that. And Mushi likes to get. I think we see this from him the other day. And now the bounty being annoying cancels the TP.
Yeah, he's a little bastard.
I thought we aren't allowed to swear.
What do you think of this build from Mushi? The Glimmer Cape.
Yeah,
Point booster.
he likes to go Glimmer first item. You know the game where they had Medusa? Do you remember that game? He was the safe lane left and he went first item Glimmer Cape. Not even with a point booster, he just went Arcane Boots Glimmer Cape.
Black does get the Battle Fury 15 minutes in. Very quick pickup here.
Honestly, this game is like it's not a lot of spell damage apart from Gyro, but it's still a really good item when you saw him use it against the first Eruption.
They do go on to Noji. Static Storm coming out. Mushi able to catch him, and now running in with the Pulse Nova, doing heavy damage, but Noji's going taking a panic pop of smoke, not with the Dr. Order. Then Chrissy jumps in with the Blake Echo. This time has no way to be disabled there. We'll end up winning the fight 4v4, really. Getting 2 kills for free, and Black just playing the farm game off on the other end of the map. This is all according to the script for Fnatic.
I actually like his item build, skill build a lot on the Earthshaker. He always never maxes Fissure because he's gonna get an early blink and you want more points in the aftershock.
And apparently he wants a lot more points than the Enchant Totem as well.
Yeah, he did like when he was in the lane, he did like 2-2-2. At level 7 he had 2-2-2. 2 points vision, 2 enchant, 2 aftershock, and 1 ultimate.
Yeah, I mean the second point, especially in Enchant Totem, is super value. You double the bonus damage. Very good.
Being able to take so many points in Enchant Totem is already a bonus, my friend.
Luxury.
This is like having a scallop or having a oyster.
No, this is
or
more like
lobster.
caviar, really, that he's enjoying right now. And he's going in top lane. He's going to try to kill up the Bloodseeker solo with the double Enchant Totem.
no.
Hey, you gets absolutely wrecked. DJ making it easy.
That was a truffle.
That was a truffle. Yeah, he's got a 4-step. He's got a blink. He's level 11. That was without Echo Slam. He's getting solo kills. Chrissy is just putting TNC away at this point. So much space from an offlane Earthshaker.
That Bloodseeker actually had very little items. I just realized he only had a medallion and a Promancer. That's all he had.
Now this game, it feels like TNC are just off their game. Fnatic are not letting them do anything that they want. From the
Yeah, just like I talked about during the draft, they had it's more like a perfect draft, you know, honestly.
Yeah.
What they have. They got
They get
everything
anti-mage
they
and
want.
Leshrac, which are
And
like their super comfort heroes. They've got the net bounty hunter, especially.
It's not all about the comfort heroes, LD. I think it's about the lineup that's built around Leshrac is a perfect lineup to showcase how strong a Lesh can be. Even though he hasn't been the one doing the most work with Shaker, but The lineup itself is just, I mean, what the Shaker did is more individual play, you know, more than anything. But the lineup they have right now is just very solid in general.
The AFK anti-mage. This is
here we go.
the dream for Black.
Oh, is he gonna go for this? Is he gonna go?
He wants to. He's got the Echo ready. They may end up losing more. The smoke will break here as he runs into the tower, so he doesn't really know there's a hero there. And now the Fissure comes out, blocking Raven back. Does he go to the others? He blinks and just clubs him once through the refraction. Not the best initiation, but is stalling this a bit. As the rest of the team will rotate in. They're still sticking around here. Blink cooling down soon. Force Staff also available. Track is there. You can just Force Staff in if he wants to initiate. Still trying to find that perfect go. And maybe takes too long. Now they get the glimpse off on Noji, and just patience here from Prissy as he continues to head on. Not enough right now, even through the Great. One more auto tech finishing the job, and still waiting for the Shaker to engage. TNC, it's almost like they know it's coming, and they just keep on sitting back, keep on biding their time, but too much time, it seems. Force Staff forward, Fissure, and the glimpse. We'll get X-Lock. He could have maybe gotten one more if he had chased onwards, but they do end up securing the third kill on the Dazzle. Well, guess who's not even there? It's Black. He's up on the bottom lane. Mana Burning S. AU will arrive. Doesn't have Rupture. They can't even punish this. Fnatic just making this game easy.
It doesn't matter where Black is, you know, what team he is. You always get to say, Black is not even there in the fight.
It doesn't matter for the fight, but it definitely matters for the state of the game. Fnatic are in cruise control right now.
I think they just needed to get more, you know, out of the Bloodseeker Darks early. They didn't get enough out of the If the AM wasn't so farm, then the situation is more manageable. But then again, something weird happened, which is the Earthshaker suddenly solo killing the safe lane. So that was also another thing that was a problem. So I think this was the two biggest issue that happened in the early laning phase. The off lane didn't go well, and the Shaker was like solo killing the safe laner.
Net continuing to give intel here. Has picked up a mech now. Moving the Shaker around. He's just going to run in with a haster and club a creep. Then blinks on top of himself, because why not?
Dude, I actually forgot
Glimpse
something.
back mid and... Go ahead. What'd you forget?
The mid lane lost quite badly as well.
Yeah, but that's like the bounty hunter effects. So... Even if he doesn't actually come to the lane, you have to worry about it.
They're gonna get sandwiched by the Lash, and AM is gonna be able to push the high ground. They just want to make sure they don't
They
get...
glimpse back. AU while Black is just doing anti-mage. They top and Fnatic with the initiation. Good echo there. But the back maybe gonna turn this. They don't get off the silence, unfortunately. And Raven with a double miss uphill. Mushi finally arriving, trying to finish off Noji. Will barely. S could be next. He's low here, and tower about to drop. Doesn't even matter if they get killed at this point, but it looks like they will get a track kill on Raven as well. Trying to turn with the Deso. Doesn't have the damage. GG. Quickly, TNC will give up. They'll walk away with $1,000 in prize money, but they will be eliminated here from the BTS series, and it's Fnatic. Not a huge surprise, Winter, but they are into the top 2 now.
I saw the openings, the way they opened the draft in the first game and this game. It's actually, you remember the game yesterday when I was talking about they open with Lash plus Queen of Pain? Remember that game? Today's openings were much better. This game it was Lash plus Bounty Hunter, right? And what was the first game's opening? I can't really recall.
I could look at the replay, but I don't remember offhand. I was having some last minute setup things. So, well, Winter Fnatic will advance here. Still, I think a pretty good run by TNC overall. This was not their best series, but they looked really good the other days. So, I still have hope for this team.
Yeah, this team did they did really well against me. I see they played very well. But I think we're gonna see more teams going to be getting sentries at level 1. Give it to the offlaner and just make sure you dewalt. You essentially waste their TP score if you are able to do that. I think it's actually super important to do it against Fnatic. If you look at all the games they have been playing, you have to do this against them. Or you actually do there's another thing you can do against them as well, because you know they are spending more or less 1 or 2 TP scrolls at the start, so their supports will be minus 200 gold. So you contest their lane, maybe you do some dual lane and with a roaming hero, and you just put the other 2 lanes 1v1, so you can actually capitalize on the support spending 200 gold on the TP scroll.
Something for them to work on in the future, but here today, TNC are eliminated. Fnatic into the grand finals of the first BTS SEA Cup. With that, he's Winter. You can follow him on Twitter at WindeRDota, myself at LDdota. We'll be back in an hour and a half. We've got a pretty long break here for the second and final series of the day. That match will be Ideal taking on First to